Michelle.
Hello, I'm Allison.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'll be your counselor for today. I'll just have a seat.
Thank you.
And so, how is the drive up here?
Oh, it was okay, like the drive here, but just around the corner, the construction is heavy. Like I honestly don't even know how you guys fit in the parking lot.
There's always construction somewhere around here. It's so annoying.
Right?
Yeah. So besides all the construction talk, there's something I have to go over with you before we get started.
Okay.
It's our client acknowledgement form. Just to let you know that this service is completely free and voluntary.
Okay.
You don't have to be here after this session if you don't feel like it's helping you.
That's relieving.
Most people do benefit from our services, although there are some few that don't. And we can't guarantee that we will help you.
Okay.
But everything that is said here stays in this agency. We won't repeat anything outside of this session.
Okay.
There's just a few things that might happen, in which case I would have to break confidentiality.
Okay.
One of those include child abuse. So within our agency, anybody under the age of 16, if you mention anything about them being abused in any sort of way, I will have to report that.
Okay. That's understandable.
Yeah. If the files get subpoenaed by the court, so if they ask for any of your records, I will have to give those up.
Okay.
If there's any sexual abuse by any healthcare professional, so any psychiatrist or doctor, if you report that, I will have to say something. And if you sign a release info form, so if you want your information shared with a particular person, agency, or organization, then we would get you to sign that form so that they would be able to have access to your files. Is there anything?
That's voluntary too, though. Like
Yes.
that wouldn't happen unless I knew about it, right?
Yes.
Okay. But the other three, if I say something, it's above your.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So here's our client acknowledgement form. You can look over it if you want, if you have any questions.
Okay. Oh, social service worker program.
Yes.
Nice. I always wanted to do that, but
It's a little stressful, but it's rewarding at the same time.
yeah. Okay, I see what you mean here. Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds good. You basically covered all of them, so.
Get you to sign the first line right there.
Okay. I'm sorry, my phone's going off. Do you know the date is the 11th or something?
The 12th.
12th? Okay. And there you go.
I'll just give that a quick sign too.
Okay.
Almost forgot the date there too. All right, perfect. So what brings you in today?
Well, basically the stress load in my life, it's just insane. Like I can't, sometimes I find it even hard to get out of bed because I know it's going to come, right? So like, I don't know, I'm struggling with school, like, because I'm doing some upgrading programs and stuff like that. And then the home life is like, I can't even like describe it. Like when I'm going to describe it to you, it's even crazier than it sounds. Like, I don't know, it's hectic. Like my parents, when I come home, like it's constant yelling and bickering and all that stuff. It's just not fun. And then I gotta do homework, but they're still yelling like they're fighting, and then they'll fight with me, and then it's just chaos in the house. Sorry, I need to turn my phone off. But.
Okay. So you say that you have lots of stresses because of school and your home life?
Yeah, like it's insane. Like I'm supposed to be, after, upgrading from this program, I'm supposed to be getting a job and stuff like that, but I don't even see how I'm gonna do that when my home life is so stressful. Like it's so distracting, like even for studying. Like how are you supposed to study when it's constant yelling? Or my dad's in a band, so he's downstairs jamming, music blast up, like literally blowing the house over. So like I don't know.
Okay, so you're saying that your environment at home is very loud and busy.
Yeah. And that's just a bit of my story. Like I'm in a relationship, right? So I feel like I'm taking it out on him. Like I don't know. Like he was the one that kind of pushed me to kind of do this, because I don't know. He's probably feeling a bit overwhelmed too. But I don't know. I feel like he should be able to kind of help. I feel like I shouldn't have to be here. Like I feel like he should be able to help me with the stresses at home and stuff. But I don't know. Maybe not.
So what usually goes on in your home life?
Well, like a typical day, like I'll wake up and my dad's retired, so he'll be sleeping. My mom just recently lost her job, so she's sleeping. So in the morning, it's perfectly fine. Like I'm very happy and content. So I just get in my shower, do my thing, and then like I'll look over notes or whatever, and then I come to school. Right? School is okay with. Sorry, I got distracted there.
It's okay, no worries.
I'm a bit nervous, as you can tell. I've never been like this
Don't
kind
worry
of
about
stuff
it.
before. Yeah, so anyway, I get to school, it's crazy workload, but it's kind of good in a sense because it distracts me from the home life. But then after school, when I come back, because I always come to my house first because it's technically where I reside, right? So I come home and then normally my dad needs to run errands for my mother, and then that leads to a massive argument. And I'm stuck in the middle because I have to, drive dad around. Mom doesn't want me to drive dad around. We'll get back from the store, and then mom didn't get something she needed. Then there's another fight. It's just so stressful.
So what you're saying is that your father has to run these errands, but you end up helping him?
Yeah, well, because I gotta drive him around, right? So.
You need to drive.
And then I feel like I'm kind of, I drive him like around to places. He's retired and whatnot, so he's pretty old now.
Okay.
So he kind of likes when I drive anyway, because he's kind of sketchy about driving still. He's at that age now. He's losing his vision and stuff. So, it's just my life right now. And then I feel like I'm kind of like being pulled two different ways, right? Because it's my mom, my dad. If I don't do what my dad says, my dad's gonna be mad. If I don't do what my mom says, my mom's gonna be mad, right? And then the schoolwork on top of that is just. But mainly, I think my stresses come from my home life and how that interferes with obviously my schooling and obviously my relationships, right?
So you're saying that you're always at opposing ends with your parents.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean that they're usually not on the same page, that they're usually...
Not at all. No. That's an understatement.
Okay.
Yeah. So. I don't know, to be honest, I feel like most of the time my dad's right. I don't know if that's bad to say, but I do.
So you favor your father more than your mother?
Yeah, I'd say so. 'Cause I don't know, my mom does some crazy stuff. Like if you even witnessed this, you would be in utter shock. Like she is, what I like to say, batshit crazy.
She's batshit crazy.
Yes, that's what I like to say. So we actually just found out that she has a mass in her head. So right here, and I don't, what is that called? I think it's something lobe, occipital lobe or something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's influencing it or not, and now she has clogged arteries and so I don't know. I want to take dad's side, but I also want to kind of defend my mom and the struggles that she's going through and whatnot, right? So I'm kind of torn, and then I'll just get frustrated and I'll blow up on them, and then of course I'll leave, and then I'll go to my boyfriend's house, And then there's a whole other argument because he feels like I'm yelling at him. And yeah,
And
I understand why, but
I take it you're just unloading on your
right?
boyfriend.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, I understand he has a lot of stresses in his life too, but it's just like, I guess when I get there, I'm just overwhelming him with even more kind of stuff.
So would you say you have is it a positive relationship with the boyfriend, or?
See, that's hard to say. Like, it's, I don't know, it kind of varies. Like, it's positive. Okay, let's put it this way. It's positive when I'm not fighting with my parents.
Okay.
So, kind of, I guess, 50-50. Like, when we go out and do things without, like, my parents having even talked to me that day, like, it's great. It's, like, the very beginning of the relationship, right? It's phenomenal. But well, if I go back and I talk to my parents, which happens more often than not, they end up fighting and I end up unloading on him, right?
So your emotions and moods stem from your
Yeah.
interaction with your parents.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe I'm over exaggerating, but like I don't know. I feel like my parents should not be like pulling me into this kind of stuff when I have so much stress on me with my schooling alone. Like, not to mention I have to cater to both of them and my boyfriend. Like, I don't know.
So
maybe this is a good thing. Maybe I can just unload with you.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe that's how
That's
it
what
works.
I'm here for.
Right?
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking.
So what you're saying is that your relationship with your parents is mostly negative.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's not
By
usually
far.
any positive.
There used to be a
times.
lot, like I was saying before, I honestly think the mass might have something to do with it, and maybe like, cause like my mom is all like Christian and stuff, or Catholic or whatever. I don't follow the religion at all, so it's just that's her doing. So she's like all like, whatever happens, you stick together, right?
Okay.
So I don't know, I guess my dad kind of commingled into that too. My dad's not religious, it's just my mom. So, I don't know, I feel like he's kind of stuck with her, right? And then, I don't know, and then when they fight and whatnot, like it's just, they're just two different people. And like, somehow I get dragged into the middle of it. Like dad's like, in a band, relaxed, has a few beers every now and again. Like he's very chill. He's like, if you met him, he'd be like your best friend. Like he's very chill.
Yeah.
And then my mom's like strict, get down, do everything perfect. Like so dad, when dad like comes home or whatever from running his errands or whatever, he comes back and like. She'll yell at him for not cleaning something properly or something stupid that doesn't need to be said. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, I do. When did this all start? Like the fighting and the.
Well, it happened a while ago, to be honest. It was probably when I hit puberty. Because when I was, like I said, my parents are kind of old now, right? So when I was hitting puberty, my mom was hitting menopause. So we definitely did not see eye to eye, and I don't know, maybe that kind of commingled with my dad too. Because my dad obviously tried to stick up for me in the fights, because my mom is batshit crazy. So, I don't know, yeah, probably when I was 13, so quite some time ago.
And how did that affect you personally?
As a teen, I don't know, I was kind of like, I was always like a happy-go-lucky kind of kid, so I didn't really let it affect me, but when it really started affecting me was when, like, I couldn't bring my friends home or anything, because, like, the fights were crazy. Like, who wants to bring their friend home that has never met their parents, and their parents are fighting over a fucking pan? Now, excuse my language, but it frustrates me, okay? So, like a pan not being washed, or a vase not being put in the correct spot. Like, who yells about that kind of stuff? Right?
Right, yes, no, exactly. So you're saying that you were almost embarrassed by your parents' behavior.
Oh, 100%. Like, how you can't. Well, I mean, you can, but I wouldn't want to bring my friends over. So that's when it kind of really started hitting home for me, because I couldn't have sleepovers or anything like that.
Right,
Like, not that I really wanted to anyway, because I was a bit older at that time, but it's nice having your girlfriends come over and like even just do homework or relax, watch movies, Manny's Pennies.
Yeah.
Like, even that kind of stuff was really, would have been really nice to do.
Right.
But obviously I couldn't.
No.
My mom's crazy, so.
Has your mom always been like this then? Or was it just when?
Just, yeah, no, like I was saying, it's just kind of when we clashed, I guess. Yeah. The main root, I think, is my mom, but I think everyone's gonna say that, right? So never blame yourself.
Yeah.
But, no, I probably influence it a lot too, because I'm a bit younger and she's probably like mad that I'm, like I said, she doesn't have a job right now, so I'm technically more successful right now. So
Right.
maybe that's why she's taking it out on me. Like, she's trying to control my life. It is absolutely insane.
She's trying to control your life.
Yeah, like, for instance, I drive, but I don't, like, I'd rather not drive, right? Like,
Right.
I'd rather my parents, but I do it for my dad or whatever because he doesn't like to either. So, let's say I'll have an appointment in Ajax, because my doctor's is in Ajax, right?
Right.
If I need to go there, obviously I don't really want to drive on the highway and all that jazz, right? So I'm like, can you drive me? She'll be like, okay, yeah. So I'll base all my plans around her driving, which is, I'm an extreme organizer, right? So if I need to do something, I plan it ahead, like huge, right?
Yes. Okay.
So, sorry.
It's okay.
So I'll plan it around her driving me to this appointment. And then literally an hour before, we'll get in an argument. She'll be like, I'm not driving you. Right? So,
Okay.
so basically I feel like she's trying to control my life, because now if she doesn't drive me, I'm kind of screwed, right? I'm going to either have to severely face my highway fears or take a cab or something, and that would be crazy expensive. And there's so many more examples of how she's trying to control my life, but I just.
Okay, so she's trying to influence your life, and
yeah, and I feel like she's kind of doing that with Dad too. Like I was saying, I think Dad just feels stuck with her, and I think she kind of makes him feel like that, because that's how she makes me feel sometimes. With that instance with driving to Ajax, now I have to be nice to you, even though I absolutely don't want to.
no, yeah.
Because I won't have a ride, right?
So she almost feels like she has to be the head of the house. Like
Yeah,
she makes all the final decisions.
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if I can, what do you think I could do to better that situation? Is there anything, I don't even know, maybe later on when we're finishing up, maybe you could give me some coping strategies or something, or I don't know, because that's what I want out of this. I need some sort of strategy to, or maybe even just for me, maybe not helping her, maybe just help me kind of relax, breathing exercise or something. Sorry, I'm thinking ahead now.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
It's so stressful. I want it fixed now.
Ending anyway, but have you considered, have you tried talking to your parents about these issues?
I do, but Mom she just doesn't hear it. She doesn't want to hear it. She doesn't want anything to do with it. It's her way or the highway. That's how she is.
So she has to be right 100%.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
100%.
All right. So what I'm getting from the situation is that you are in a you're very stressed.
Yeah.
You're constantly stressed because of
home
the home life and fighting with your boyfriend
because of my parents.
Because of your parents.
Yeah, just unloading on him, yeah.
Alright. Have you tried any like breathing exercises?
No, I haven't, that's why I was hoping you could maybe help me out.
Alright. I know there's the box square one.
Okay.
I can give you more information about it later on our way out.
Okay.
There's also, you could try like relaxation exercises like
Like
meditation
yoga or
and
something?
yoga. Yeah, that
Okay.
might be a good, might help you. Also, even if you spend more time at the library in a quiet environment, kind of just.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
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 Maybe
instead of
instead of going home or something, I don't
going
know.
home, especially.
I had already thought of that too, which is, kind of nice. I don't know. I guess we'll see, right?
Alright, well, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have. If you feel like this is helpful, we can definitely set up an
Oh,
appointment
100%, yeah.
on our way out.
Yeah, no, we'll do that.
Okay.
Definitely need to talk to you again.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
it
of
helped me a
course.
lot.
Oh, well,
Okay?
that's what I'm here for.
Okay.
All right.
I can show me the way. I don't know how to get it.
Right this way.
Okay.
All right.